So the question is, can a magical practitioner cast through Sarbloh? Right? So Sarbloh is all iron. Okay, it's a material that was discovered and used by spiritual practitioners and other beings to defend themselves against magic. Right? So it is also the main use for material used for a kara, which is the Sikh bracelet here that protects the wrist, the shield, right? That deadens the magic with the material of the Sarbloh. But can you cast through it, right? Well, a magical practitioner would not seek to cast through Sarbloh normally and would remove Sarbloh before trying to use any type of magic, right? And if they were using a defense such as a kara and they were a magic caster, what they would use is they would use stainless steel instead, right? Because that serves as a shield, if not a deadening base element like the all iron of the Sarbloh, with a shield nonetheless, if not as cutting off as the Sarbloh, and that's what they would use instead, right? So could theoretically a magical practitioner cast through Sarbloh? It's like casting through, let's say you have, without wearing any Sarbloh, you have, for example, your casting field. You have 100% casting field. Well, if you wear the Sarbloh, your 100% casting field gets reduced in size to a microscopic little area, which becomes like 0.1 or 0.1 around there percent of magic can go through. So why would a magical practitioner try to go through Sarbloh, right? So that's a good thing, because if you ever have a magical practitioner that's really out of control, in most cases you can use Sarbloh. If you put them in contact with some iron, it pretty much deadens their ability to cast magic as well, right? But the thing is, the really strong magical practitioners don't have that same restriction on casting with all iron, right? With Sarbloh or with different materials. And once again, the magical practitioners would use steel in more cases, because the steel doesn't close the window of casting of the field like it does the Sarbloh. Not even close. It basically just provides a shield around the person, and not that deadening effect of the window of field of magic that the Sarbloh does. Just that difference in the material makes a huge difference in the ways that they work, right? Could a magical practitioner cast through the Sarbloh? Well, the thing is, the most powerful magical practitioners, okay, those at the level of the gods, right? They can cast through Sarbloh. That doesn't stop them in any way or anything like that. It depends on the type of magic of the practitioner, what they've been empowered with, what they understand, what they're using, right? When you get into the divine power of the gods, that's not restricted by such a thing as material or anything like that. Instead you have stories of gods that, for example, create a chamber down in the middle of the earth and go into the chamber and spend thousands of years in the chamber and emerge, and all these different stories instead. The gods can do many things that other beings cannot do. Right? They are the gods for a reason. And that's why they are worshipped for a reason, right? So you can cast through Sarbloh if you are a strong enough magical practitioner. So you can test it, you can always have fun with it. You can wear, for example, buy a kara, right? One of steel, one of Sarbloh, and test what you can cast through, right? And then you'll understand that once you're wearing the Sarbloh, you can't cast with that anymore to any effect, except if you are a magical practitioner of great power, right? So it serves a little bit as a test of power. If someone can cast through Sarbloh, they are of great power. They become almost of unstoppable power, right? Those magical practitioners are the most powerful and select and few of this world. and they are the elite forces of God Himself, right? So they are rare, and they are extremely powerful, and they can cast through Sarbloh. So this is Sarbloh. This is, as you can see here, I'm wearing a Kara. This is Sarbloh. I sometimes wear steel Kara, Sarbloh Kara, no Kara. Eventually you get to a point where defensively, it doesn't really make a big difference if you're wearing a Kara or not, because you already have that technology, right? And apply that technology. So the physical object, you can leave it somewhere, and but at the same time, I personally like the feeling of a bracelet, right? And it's a useful protection for the wrist. And having the physical object is also important in many ways as well for the development of your story, right? But once again, you can't take it with you when you go, and it's just something that you can use, a tool, right? And also, when you use a tool, you invest into that tool, right? And there comes a time when you gotta take back from that tool, right? So take back your investment from that tool. But the Kara is for everybody, basically. All people can wear a Kara, and it protects very much in Sarbloh from all types of magic, from most magical practitioners as well. So not only does it stop people from casting who wear Sarbloh, but if you wear Sarbloh, it protects you from other people casting as well. So it's a way of insulating whoever's wearing Sarbloh from the world of magic, right? So that they can concentrate and focus on other things, right? That's not for everybody, that world, right? And sometimes you get old and you want to retire, and maybe you're an old warrior and you put on the Sarbloh, right? So yeah, so that's some information on the Sarbloh, on the Kara. Thank you for listening to this video on the Sunwire channel.